remember when I was younger, I was either late teen or my early 20s, and somebody was telling me about talking about somebody else. I was like, oh my God, you know who that guy is? His parents own 20 Tim Hortons. And the way he
Right.
sounded like talked about him like they were some kind of a royal family or something. Like and that was kind of a light bulb went up in my head that owning that many franchises makes you this really super wealthy, super successful person. And I want to talk about kind of also about, we recently moved to Naples, and there was a fellow in one of the cigar clubs that I'm part of that, used to own 40 Taco Bells, I believe, and he had sold them, and he was super wealthy and had retired. So talk to us about kind of the scalability of owning franchises, and if one franchise person is supposed to be owning a certain franchise, why does it make sense for the franchise company to allow them to keep owning more of these units? Why shouldn't others own these individually? So, yeah, give us a
Right.
breakdown of the scalability of these business.
Yeah. So in franchising, so what I will say is this: there's no correlation between your investment and the return. If you own $1 million fast food chain or a $100,000 painting business, there's no correlation. For me, it's the fit. It's got to be something that you can run, that you're going to be comfortable with. You're not going to get, burn out because you have constant turnover, just say in your staff. So owning, 40 Taco Bells is impressive. Their physical locations are large investments, but you don't need to own that many to make a really good living. There are groups that get together. For example, I'm in New Jersey, 2 blocks from where the first Jersey Mike's was started. And there are investment groups, in some cases, that own dozens of Jersey Mike's all over the country, looking to essentially diversify, their investment. So the franchisor themselves make a lot more money selling individuals. So if there were 5 Jersey Mike's and they sold 5 franchises, they would make a lot more that way versus selling it one franchisee that bought 5 locations. So why would they sell someone more than one location? It's because they have a track record with you. They're eventually, they'll award you 5. You're going to open up 1. They're going to monitor you. They're going to make sure you have the financial know-how that you can fund these projects. And the more you can open, they can potentially award you more and more. So the franchisor makes less upfront, but they know they have a great operator. They know that you have the funds available, that you have access to employees and things like that. So that is why franchisees will award you more than one territory or location. It's just it's easier for them when they have great operators, and if it means having 100 franchisees versus 200, they're okay with it as long as the systems are being followed. That you're following the plan, which is usually 6 months to open up each territory or 1 year to open up each location. But they actually prefer that route, knowing what they have and the track record that franchisee has.
All right. On that note, if franchisees are cookie cutter businesses, what differentiates one franchisee's performance from another's? So why do some succeed while others pretty much struggle?
Yeah, so a big part of that is the systems and the support. So a lot of the systems are similar when you go from just say 2 painting brands, but in the systems it's that support, it's that follow through. So maybe both brands have you fly out to training, learn exactly how to acquire customers and find your vendors and how to find your first few employees. We have some brands that will actually come out to your location and close some business together, start to build some momentum. That's what was my experience. Work with the vendors, learn the lingo, figure out exactly, what is the right in your area? What is the appropriate amount to pay a subcontractor if you're using subcontractors? So taking it to the next level, we had, in some cases, founders will actually come out and train with you, learn about get feedback from the franchisees and things like that. The other piece is some people that buy franchises aren't following the system, believe it or not, which is something I find really interesting is they'll invest in a franchise, they'll get awarded, invest in a franchise, and maybe only use the marketing for the first month, not see the performance they'd like, and then decide to use a local company or decide to stray from the main product service offering and go in a different direction. And I see that on a case-to-case basis, not often, but it does happen. I always tell people, if you're not going to follow their system, there's no point in buying their franchise. That's their bread and butter. Now, If you want to add complementary services, as long as they don't, compete with the franchise, you could do that down the road. But ultimately, you want to really, if you're buying a McDonald's, you're using their menu. You're not going in with the intention of changing their whole menu.